house. We left off at Virgo's house, so we're going to start on this live stream in Libra's house, and I'm doing my best to make it through the 12th house, the 12 houses. So part 1 included Aries' connections with other Aries, the Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, and Virgo. So part 2, we're going to start looking at Aries' connections with Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. These are short-term energy reading as energy changes all the time. Even a simple thought can change the trajectory and the way energy is moving. So I'll try to describe everything in a framework as vague as possible so that you, the viewer, if the reading resonates, you can lay your unique situation into the framework and get the context that you need. Whatever doesn't resonate, please. And thank you for kindly disregarding it. Okay. All right. So we're starting looking at Aries and Libra. Dear Holy Spirit, please give me a reading for Aries and Libra connections. The 7th and 1st house. Okay, so this reading here is describing that you miss each other. This is likely a twin flame soulmate connection, as most of the cards were reiterated in different decks. 3 of Swords on both sides here, the Apprentice on both sides here, and this here complements each other because even when I just had the single spread here, it looked like missing you. And so clarifying it, it says the same thing. The embodiment that pointed mostly towards missing is the Star card. So that's a clarifier that provides the additional information that confirms what I was seeing. So basically, your person is missing you. Okay, so now we'll be moving to the next house, which is Scorpio's house, in just a moment. Dear Holy Spirit, please give me a reading for Scorpio and Aries, the 8th house and the 1st house. Okay, so for Aries and Scorpio, this looks like a great connection that's ascending to a higher level of commitment. Looks like you guys enjoy your quality time together, and it looks like you may have a date night coming up, an opportunity to spend some time together. And so it looks like after that, you still think of each other even more. It's like, wow. Yeah. And that's really a straight shot. It looks like there's synchronicities and alignment in this connection, so you should have some confirmations that you just really feel good together and things get even better the more time you spend. That's what I'm looking at here in the 8th house with Aries. And so just a moment, we'll look at Sagittarius's connection with Aries. Dear Holy Spirit, please give me a reading for Sagittarius and Aries connection, the 9th and 1st house. All right. Looks like you guys might be apart and longing to be together is what it looks like. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And it looks like you guys might have some plans coming up soon to meet up. Mm-hmm. So this looks like a good connection that's already established. If not, like I said, it looks like you'll be meeting soon. Mm-hmm. There's indications. This here says past life relationship. So, like, it feels like there's some anticipation, which was interesting because I was led to use this particular deck. And then here, this king happens to be looking like he's waiting, like he's expecting to meet somebody. Context is everything, but that's the first impression that I got. So, the clarifier says past life relationship. So you can see that there's anticipation, longing is clear, and then it looks like if you're not together at the moment, like familiar, it looks like there's distance between you and there's anticipation to meet up again. And then right here, it almost looks like there's anticipation and it's happening, especially with that page of fire in the middle. So for those of you just may have met or you're about to meet up again, says this could be the one to clarify. So you have a wish fulfillment there. That page of fire indicates that you know the meetup. It looks like it's in the works. So anticipated, probably scheduled. It's gonna happen is what it looks like, and when it does, these clarifiers say true love. So this looks like a good connection that's either waiting to happen, waiting to come together, or already has. Alright, so soon we'll move into the 10th house to look at Aries connection with Capricorn. Okay, Capricorn's house. Alright, so the 10th house is Capricorn, first house is Aries. Dear Holy Spirit, please give me a reading for Capricorn and Aries. Okay, so there is a running storyline here that's picking up. We've been looking at Capricorn's general readings and seeing that for some of them, they just transitioned in their career, have just gotten a new job. You know, something about work has been taking a lot of their time and energy, and it's been looking like in that general reading that that's about to come to an end as far as the volatility concerning that. And it looks like they are in this case saving up some money, getting stable at their new job, or even if it's a current existing job, there's been a lot of work potentially, that's tapering off and returning to normality to with the intentions to spend some quality time with their person. So in this connection, that storyline is presenting itself here too, especially with me needing to clarify. But that's what I was feeling like. The Eight of Swords was representing. So, without the clarifiers, it was looking like, the connection is progressing very well. This is the Knight of Pentacles, so there's intention for longevity here. And it makes it all the way through to the end. This is the apprentice representing a new beginning. This right here, I felt like this is the apprentice, and it felt like the excitement, just trying to compose oneself and be patient for the excitement that's to come, and also representing, it felt like it was stabilizing. So there was some sense of a little bit of turmoil of some sort. But so with this clarifier, the Eight of Swords, I was feeling like, the Pentacles is slow moving, and then for the Pentacles to be moving through a sense of stabilization of energy, and this is a major arcana, and then a new beginning, it kind of was giving the sense that there was a unusual delay here, because I don't see that the connection doesn't look like this connection is experiencing any separateness as far as the commitment or something wrong in the connection itself. So I was already getting it's probably external factors that was causing the delay. So here, that Eight of Swords was like, yeah, I thought so. That Eight of Swords is in a financial context. I was wondering if it had something to do with finances. So this clarifier here was talking about finances and career. So that was a confirmation of that. And then here, passion and the excitability that I was noticing here around the temperance, trying to just, maintain the anticipation, make sure that everything is straight, as described. It's tapering off, and there's anticipation for getting back into their connection, getting back into the flow of life again, passion and true love. So that's the confirmation. So this is a pretty good reading about the connection with Capricorn and Aries taking off and going into a new beginning with true love and passion and finances and career. So as far as those financial concerns, it looks like things, like I said, is getting off the ground and smoothing out is what it looks like. So next we'll look at Aries connection in the 11th house, which is Aquarius's house. Hi chat. Hey guys, thanks for stopping by. It's good to see you guys. Thank you for your support on the channel and on the video. Definitely appreciate your interaction. Thank you. Dear Holy Spirit, please give me a reading for Aries and Aquarius, the 1st and 11th house. Okay. Yeah, so let's see here. Wow. So it looks like you both are thinking of each other, missing each other a lot. Okay. And there might have been, for some of you, a few of you in the collective, who had a misunderstanding in the past. Okay. And if that is the case, it almost feels like you might have, like, whatever that altercation was or dissonance, your person realizes that they cannot or don't want to be without you, or they don't want that dissonance to interfere with your connection. So it's almost like a eureka moment or something, like one of those moments of, and then going back toward each other. Going back toward each other. Yeah. So otherwise, it's showing that you miss each other intently. So I'm saying there's some of you who may have had some sort of kind of like a, what do you call that, a bump in the road. But it does look like if you don't go back to each other, then somebody is headed into a new beginning, moving out of this chapter. But that's a very, very small, like, I think I would even say, man, less than 5%, 5%. And I'm being generous there because mostly it's showing you guys starting a new chapter, a new beginning together and coming back together, missing one another, realizing how much you miss each other, like absence makes the heart grow fonder type energy. So here's where I'm picking up the little rift that is possible that could have happened with the 7 of Cups and the 5 of Swords and despair. So it's like the 5 of Swords is that energy that talks about having a win at all cost mentality when maybe you should choose your battle. So it's almost like something might have been misunderstood and kind of got out of context. But then it's almost like realizing that they overreacted, that there was some dissonance that was unnecessary, realizing the worth and the connection coming back toward each other. Also, a mutual sense of shame, a mutual sense of regret there about all of that, realizing the potential and the connection, realizing how much they miss you. What is it? Absence makes the heart grow fonder type energy. You don't miss what you never had, type. So, and then it's clarified with soulmate and attraction here is clarifying this placement as it has been described in this new beginning being clarified with the men, the feminine and the masculine energies together, wanted to be seen together in this chapter. And it's being clarified with true love. And the page of fire for me is that embodiment that's like boots on the ground, moving forward passionately in a new beginning, finding each other again, reconciling, like coming back together. And or after a while of missing each other, for those that weren't really going through any rift or anything, the Five of Swords is the card that comes up to refer to missing each other, like just thinking about each other a lot. So that's where how I'm interpreting this. And then we'll be moving to look at Aries' connections with Pisces in just a moment. Dear Holy Spirit, please give me a reading for Pisces and Aries, the 12th in the first house. Okay, I had to double check on this one. Yeah, basically it's showing that the connection got too toxic, so it's led to a breakup. It does show that one of you is definitely, to say the least, like open to try it again. Feels like having a difficult time letting go. But then again, the clarifier here, which is where the blow up is being described with a lot of major arcana, basically all major arcana there, all of them from the magician to where the apprentice showed up to clarify itself with its own card a couple different times. So from the magician all the way to the tower, which is the embodiment of the breakup. Here we're looking at the 15 major arcana, which describes the toxicity, and then it was clarified here with codependency. So having different decks being able to clarify the same sentiment is why I needed to check my work to make sure that's what's being said. So codependency is one of the themes of the 15 major arcana here that describe, some sort of toxicity that brought things to a breaking point. So if nothing else, the separation here is being had because someone just need to have some space. It's like the connection, maybe even both of you need to have some space. But like I said, one of you looks, like I said, to say the least, open to try it again, to come back, because their energy looks stuck, like they're waiting. Even right there, you can see waiting. It looks like their energy is stuck. It's not easy to let go. But then, like I said, that gives more clarity and context for the codependency described right there. So just a little too, and sometimes that is usual. Like that could tend to happen with the Pisces and Aries connections because it's, fire and water sometimes, and the two, you know, the two, sometimes too much water could put the fire out. Too much fire can be uncomfortable for water, but just the right amount of chemistry is the perfect blend for steam, and the passion just right. But sometimes when it's overwhelming, then one of you might need to have some space. So that's what it looks like is what's happening. So that's what I'm reading so far. And again, because I do the short-term energy readings, I don't have additional information to go off of except for to see what I'm seeing at the moment. The short-term energy reading is intentional to give room for prayer, intercession, adjustments. Like in this case, some additional information may help with the empathy and patience, hope, but for you to be the author of your destiny and for the Most High to have the final say, for those of us who believe in the prayers. But yeah, I just do the short-term energy readings, and that's what I see. So that will bring us to the end of looking at Aries connection. This is part 2, and we also have done part 1. So all the 12 houses, check them out. I really appreciate you guys for your support on the channel and on the video. Thank you so much. So I'll just be preparing to move into our next reading, which will be on a different stream. Alright, so Oracle cards, unrequited love, codependency, unrequited love, past life, relationship, unrequited love, chemistry, let your friends help you, chemistry, flirt very soon, very soon, finances and career, love yourself first, finances and career, free yourself, release your ex, correction, love yourself first, release your ex, love yourself first, codependency, release your ex. Well, that takes us to the end. Again, thank you all. Signing off for now. And let's see, you guys want to do a personal reading session? Thank you so much for your support on the video. I'll open up another stream to do some yes or no's for anybody that might be interested. Signing off for now until next time. Peace.